Hello there and welcome to my channel, Norwich Mushrooms. On this channel we're hopefully going to be learning a whole bunch about the mystical mycelium. If you're here for magic mushroom content, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's not my focus. Instead I want to specialise in growing gourmet mushrooms for the fine dining market here in Norfolk. So why am I doing this, I hear you ask? Well, it's really very simple. I have got a corporate job, or I had a corporate job, and I was running my own business for almost 10 years, and it was a lot of hard work, and I'm not going to lie, the COVID recession completely and utterly decimated my business and my finances, and I really don't want to have to go and do all of that hard work again that I've put nearly a decade into. So I'm really looking for something else. I'm not expecting an instant payoff from doing any of this, but I do want to do something that's a bit more rewarding and a bit low-key in terms of the stress levels, because quite honestly burnout is real, and it's something that has profoundly affected my life and my child's life and my family, and this is really a way to be able to hopefully long term resolve those financial issues without working myself to death, and get a better work-life balance and be able to afford to have teeth, quite honestly. So during the pandemic I lost about £24,000, which I was hoping to put into buying a house, so I could secure my son's future. And unfortunately it instead got spent on making sure we had a roof over our head and food in our bellies. I have tried to get back to work doing my normal day-to-day job with some moderate success, but the hits just keep on coming, and with the way that things have been this year in 2020, I just don't see that model as being feasible given everything here that's going on in the UK. I don't want to get political on this channel, but there are a lot of pressures here and the prices have gone up to a crazy extent, but one thing that everybody always needs is food, and so I thought to myself, I don't have a lot of land, and a lot of the skill sets I have are mostly digitally based, and I don't really want to work in the tech and digital sector anymore. So what else can I do? I'm a trained chemist, that's my background. I don't want to do that academically or go into industry, plus it's been so long that I would really need a top up and a refresher to really get to grips with what's going on in chemistry world these days, because my focus has been more materials based science in terms of IoT, sustainability and environment. And about 4 or 5 months ago it dawned on me that I'm not getting any younger. I'm 37 years old and I quite like having teeth, and this one is a goner unless I do something incredibly soon, even though it's probably a goner either way. So I need to be able to afford doing that and paying my bills. I've been getting some government support and I'd quite like to get off that government support. I don't want to be like an influencer, but I'd quite like to share my journey with you guys, so that you guys can get a feel for what it's like to ditch your corporate career and ditch your business, close it down, and completely change tact and industry yet again. Third time, fourth time, fifth time lucky, something like that. But I honestly believe that this is going to be a lot more rewarding. So I've already injected my first grain spawn bags, and we'll go into those a bit later in another video, and 2 out of 3 were successful, so 2 of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf says. One bag I had to discard because it's contaminated, but the other 2 are looking good. and they have colonised their grain spawn. I've broken that up, and over the past couple of days we've been topping that up. So why mushrooms? Well, as I said earlier, I don't have a lot of space, so this seemed like, from the research that I have previously done, because it's not like a out of the blue idea, this is something that I've seriously considered for decades and just never really been brave enough to do. Mushrooms and fungus and mycelium, the whole shebang, it fascinates me. There hasn't been a lot of research that's gone into exploring this kingdom of life, and so it really is an emerging area of research, which again is really fascinating, and there seems to be a lot more benefits than just participating in the carbon cycle when it comes to mycelium, such as pairing with different plants and different organisms in a way that's symbiotic and helps to distribute nutrients and moisture through the land. So it really protects fertility for the plants and for the soil. And actually there's been some research that's been conducted that shows that having natural, like ribosomal fungi in your fields as a farmer increases the yield and strength of your crop. It's the bright kind of fungus, that is star asteris. And also helps the crop grow bigger and stronger and taller compared to other test fields where the same crop was grown in a similar area under the same conditions, probably a field next door or a couple of fields away. I will find the research paper and try and drop it into the description area or the comments, so look for that if you're interested in the science behind these kinds of things. But it looks like mycelium are very beneficial for more than just growing some crops and cycling nutrients in the soil. It looks like they're fruiting bodies, which is the mushrooms we all know and love and enjoy. Well, not me, because I don't actually enjoy eating mushrooms. Ironic, right? But I'm absolutely fascinated by them and the benefits that they purport to have, not just through obviously Chinese medicine and use in Asian culture and Mesoamerican culture and South American culture from the indigenous peoples, but also that there's actual science behind this. That's fascinating, and this is something that we've only really discovered in the past 20-30 years. There are some obvious household names in the industry, one in particular that stands out, and that's Paul Stamets, of course. Most people have at least heard of him by now. I saw his TED talk when I was a student back in the late noughties, and I felt really inspired by him. It was a good news story that there are things we are discovering and by way of research that are really beneficial to helping to deal with climate change, for example, as well as dealing with other problems with microbial resistance in medicine, particularly through the current antibiotics that we use, and discovering different and new types of antibiotics that come from fungi instead of from mold cultures, which is really cool. So there's a lot to be excited about and interested in this industry, which is one of the biggest reasons why I've decided to go for this industry. You also may notice that I don't always look at you guys in the camera and maybe not look and seem as present as other presenters might do, and that's because on top of needing teeth and not being able to afford them and burning out of my sector and not really wanting to return to it and losing everything that I worked for nearly a decade during the pandemic. But I also have ADHD, and I'd forgotten that, and that is part of ADHD. Oh my god, I can't believe I caught that on camera. Maybe I'll edit that bit out and cut it, or maybe I'll leave it for a cut thing another day. Me trying to explain that I have ADHD and forgetting that I have ADHD in the process of explaining it. It's so typical of ADHD. That is so hilariously funny. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Anyway, so yeah, I have ADHD. On top of all of this other stuff that's going on, and there's more, but I'm not going to delve into any of that on this channel. Suffice to say that there has been some mental health issues that have gone along with having ADHD and losing everything I worked for. But we're not here to be sad. We're here to be hopefully interested and curious as to how this all goes. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I'm not alone in this venture. There are 2 other people involved, which is really cool. One of them is another single mum who has a little boy who is actually related to my little boy, and is my little boy's little brother, which is nice. Yeah, same dad, different mums, just in case you're confused. And yes, we do get on really well. It's the 21st century, guys. Welcome to it. We've adjusted. You hopefully will too. And another person who is a gentleman who also would like to be able to afford teeth, which is also Nina's story. She would like to be able to afford teeth too. So we'd all like to be able to afford teeth, so please subscribe to this video and come along on our journey with us. We're not going to be asking you guys for any money along the way. We're not looking for donations or handouts. What we are looking to do is work our butts off to get this business off the ground, and to show you people at home what that process looks like, what we do. So some of the content is going to be focused on mycelium and how to grow it, and how you can do that at home yourself should you choose to, and giving examples, but that will mostly be next year, obviously, because at the moment it's October. But we will show you the tub grows and how to do this at home, and I will probably also focus on some other soft skill content, like how to brand your business, potentially, that might come up, marketing stuff that's particularly digitally focused, some how to web content, so how to set up a website, and some advice centered around that, maybe not a hands-on tutorial, because I've spent 10 years making that kind of content for other people, and I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. So please don't make me do it. So here we are. But I will, if you want to see some of those kinds of videos, I will do them. I would happily give some current advice on trends, and compare different current technology solutions and their suitability for different types of businesses, and maybe do a bit of a Q&A in future, because that's my background, is helping businesses to start up, to thrive, and set up and get their ducks in a row, make sure that they're obeying the law, and that their business structure is good. If they need software or technology solutions, that was a big part of my job. Evangelism was another big part of my job, marketing, doing digital skills like video and editing. It's the first time that I've actually been on the other side of the camera though, apart from a couple of times, but we'll go into those. I need to get a proper microphone rigged up to this, which I have got. It's upstairs. I'm just being terribly lazy, so I apologise if the sound quality on this video sucks. Bear with me. I promise you by the next video I'll have that all set up, and we won't be probably here. I'll probably have set up either upstairs in my little office bedroom area, or maybe I will stay here, because maybe you'll find the idea of me working from my bedroom with my bed in the background a bit weird and creepy. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you would like to have a say on that, I guess. But on the content side of things, just if any of the things I mentioned sound at all appealing to you as things you'd like to see in the future, tell me what kind of business you have and ask me a question. If it's business focused, if it's mycelium focused, and you have any kinds of things you'd like to know, like how to make liquid culture, how to inject grain spawn bag, what kind of grain spawn bags are there, what are the best ones for different types of mushrooms, what's it like to grow in a tub, how to even set up a monotub, all of that kind of stuff. If that sounds interesting and intriguing to you, let me know, and I'll do it. I'm yours now to command slightly the internet, because I really need to be able to afford teeth. I cannot stress that enough. Please watch my videos, subscribe to my channel, help me hit at least 1,000 subscribers, and then I can start monetizing this video content and earning some pennies or maybe a pittance from YouTube directly. I'm hoping to hit at least 1,000 subscribers within 12 months. That's my goal. So we'll see how that goes, right? Anyway, thank you so much if you've managed to get to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna make a little game with you. If you did get to the end of this video, below drop me the code word shiitake, and then I'll know that you got this far, and thank you so much if you did. I hope that me being able to make these videos and talk to you guys gets better, a bit less rambly as we go, and hopefully I'll be looking less tired because it won't be 5:30 in the morning, because as I say, I've been tubbing up over this weekend. So it's 5:30 on a Monday. This is me signing off. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant whatever time of the day it is where you are, and hopefully I'll be doing this weekly. So bye.